said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. Permit, 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie, stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you gon' do it, you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Jaguars.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
10 at the 49-yard line.
A first carry now from Thompson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
close to a first down at the Chargers' 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of
line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
34-yard line.
Now Minshew. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They give it here to Thompson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Josh Lambo will attempt the field goal. He's a former Charger, remember, back in their San Diego days. This one from 46 yards out. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And at the 25-yard line, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. He completes it to Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They give it to Peterson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Adrian Peterson, the ball.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him?
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It's 2nd down.
(10-3) our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Jaguars 10, Chargers 3.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Miles Jack, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Jaguars
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hand off to Thompson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Thompson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Armstead. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Minshew. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy from the defensive tackle position.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now a man primed for an increased workload. It's Austin Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
first and 10.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And a Pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Incomplete. 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Williams, incomplete.
Fourth down and on his tie long to punt.
Formation for the Chargers.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
For Jacksonville.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. He's on here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's taken down.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Herbert, they get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert, and it's complete. Henry, they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
At the 22-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. The ball was going to open up the middle of the field. That's a shake and bake, and the line of scrimmage got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Casey Hayward brought it.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A pass complete here to Conley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Complete to Chris.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Jaguars.
Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
20-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
1st and 10.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville.
On first down, it's Thompson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of I can't throw 4.
What's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And it's third down.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and
Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambo on for the extra point. To an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 30, Chargers 10.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and not in that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Herbert off of play action. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. There have been a ton of sacks, and we're just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Keenan.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tackle made by Miles.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Miles Jack.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler.
second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's complete right around the 8. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Minshew on the keeper. Today's final score.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're